See, that's what not backing gets ya. So I don't know how many of you guys noticed this from yesterday's video, but the second half of that clip, I accidentally left in the video. I thought it was a pretty funny moment that just popped up, so I threw it in there, but then I thought the video got too long with the clip, so I cut it out, but then I forgot to cut out the final little bit of it. It was pretty out of place. I was kind of happy to see most people just ignored it. That was just one of those moments where I was just being a little bit goofy, having some fun since it was a normal game. But the more and more I think about it, I think those might actually be some of my favorite moments in League of Legends. You know, those moments where you're just joking around with friends, saying something like, I'm gonna steal Baron with this Janna tornado, and then you actually end up doing it. Typically, I only really play ranked when I play League of Legends, since that's where my initial drive to play the game came from. But I've been enjoying some normal games recently. Not only do I get to play against people that are not as good as the people I play against in ranked, but normal games actually do have some really cool qualities that you don't get to see anywhere else. You get to play games with friends, you get to play champions that you aren't normally as comfortable with or good at, and you get to see some pretty funny, crazy stuff happen. Now, I know we've talked a lot about the League community in the past on this channel, and a bunch of different videos, what's right with it, what's wrong with it, and we'll probably make more videos on it in the future. But I do think this divide between players is probably one of, if not the biggest reason that League of Legends can have such a mean community at times. You can pretty much lump almost every player who plays the game into two categories. The people that play it for ranked reasons, for competitive reasons, trying to get better, see how good they can be, and then the people that play it just for fun. When you have one of these groups of players jumping into the other's games, then you suddenly just get this really weird, toxic environment. Like, take a look at level 1 or level 5 or whenever it is you can start playing against other players. You have this really weird environment where everybody who's playing a game is either completely new to League of Legends and doesn't know anything about the game, or they're a Smurf. And those people who are Smurfs are the complete opposite of someone who doesn't know anything about League of Legends. They know everything you could possibly want to know about the game to a point where they don't even feel like one account is enough for them. They need more. These experienced players get paired up with some of the biggest noobs in the game who don't know anything about the game yet, and then they get angry at them when they don't do well. Or you could just take a look at when one of these groups of players strays into the other's domain, like when you have a guy who normally plays normals and then hops into ranked, and then he doesn't care if he wins or loses. He plays like kind of casually, and then everyone gets mad at him if he makes mistakes and then doesn't seem to care about it. Or conversely, when you have a ranked player come into a normal game and then get super upset when they're about to lose, like they're about to lose LP or something. This game right here, we're getting creamed because our jungle echo DC'd for the first 5 minutes of the game or whatever. And I'm actually a little bit upset about that because I feel like this is kind of stupid how we're gonna lose based off of something that we shouldn't really have to deal with normally. That's my inner upset ranked player coming out to play. I think that's something we should all work on a little bit, maybe, because both sides of the game really have a lot to offer. League is the most popular competitive esport in the world, and if you have any sort of drive or enjoy any sort of sporting or competitive event, then you can definitely get a lot out of that. But at the same time, it doesn't matter how competitive of a person that you are, you can still get enjoyment and understand how awesome it is when you see Grassy Rin or someone make a cool play. It doesn't even have to be about the play itself. It can be just something funny that happens accidentally. As someone who primarily plays ranked, I definitely have a hard time understanding why it is that someone would only play normals. But the more and more I play normals for stuff like daily videos, the more and more I can come to a bit of an understanding with people who play only normals. League of Legends is maybe at its most fun when you're making cool plays and crazy stuff happen. And there's no place where you can find more cool plays and crazy stuff than in normal games. Today I want to encourage you guys to have a similar mindset. Who knows, you might end up finding something that you didn't even realize you wanted. Anyway, those are all my thoughts for today. I will of course see you all tomorrow, but until then, thank you very much for watching. Good luck in solo queue, and have a wonderful day.